Puerto Rico beckons tourists with its vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and friendly people, but that's not all. It is also famous for its extremely unique laws and regulations. In this video, we will go over 16 bans and strange rules you may have never heard of about Puerto Rico. From banning high heels to sleep regulations, everything will shock you about this land full of surprises. Number 16. Everyone has a gun. You might think Puerto Ricans are very gentle, but you should know that guns are extremely common in Puerto Rico, and most people own them. This leads to a serious problem with gun crime. Accidental and intentional shootings occur frequently, posing a major threat to public safety. Part of the reason for this situation is the culture of shooting guns into the air during festivals and important events. Although this action is usually meant for celebration, it carries many risks, causing unnecessary accidents. Criminals using guns in illegal activities is also a pressing issue. Gangs and organized criminals often use guns to settle conflicts and carry out robberies, creating a dangerous environment for residents. The prevalence of guns not only increases the risk of violence but also creates a sense of insecurity and anxiety within the community. To mitigate this situation, stricter gun control measures are needed. Additionally, there should be enhanced education and awareness about the risks associated with improper gun use. Only through cooperation between the government and the people can security improve, creating a safer living environment for everyone. But in the meantime, when visiting this place, be observant and avoid conflicts with anyone. Number 15. Stay away from warned areas. Unless you really have to, avoid visiting residential areas or locations like La A and Puerto de Tie, especially at night. It is best to avoid serios or low-income public housing areas equivalent to slums in the U.S. One particular serio named Lou Lauren Torres is notorious for gangs, violent crime, and drug-related offenses. Tourists unfamiliar with the environment can easily become targets of criminal activities. Gangs often control these areas, bringing a high level of danger. Instead of risking visits to these places, tourists should choose to explore safer and more tourist-friendly areas. San Juan, the capital of Puerto Rico, has many famous tourist spots like Old San Juan and Condado, and is where you can enjoy your vacation safely and comfortably. Choosing the right places to visit not only helps you avoid risks, but also ensures a positive and memorable travel experience. Number 14. The overnight sleeping on the beach ban. Puerto Rico's beaches are truly enchanting. You can swim, eat, and sunbathe all day. But you're never allowed to sleep overnight on those sandy shores. The Puerto Rican government has issued a law prohibiting tourists from sleeping overnight on public beaches. This regulation aims to ensure the safety of visitors and protect the marine environment. Previously, overnight beach sleeping was popular in Puerto Rico, attracting tourists who loved wild nature experiences and wanted to save on accommodation costs. However, local authorities have noted many security issues, accidents, and littering related to this activity. The overnight sleeping ban will help reduce security issues, ensuring tourists can rest in safe, managed areas. Additionally, this regulation contributes to protecting the marine environment by reducing waste and noise that affect the coastal ecosystem. However, the new rule has sparked some controversy. Some tourists express regret over not being able to experience overnight beach sleeping. They believe the authorities should have management measures instead of completely banning this activity. Besides the overnight sleeping ban, the Puerto Rican government has also increased security patrols on beaches and raised tourists' awareness about environmental protection. Overall, the overnight beach sleeping ban in Puerto Rico is a measure aimed at ensuring tourists' safety and protecting the environment. But hopefully, the authorities will also have alternative solutions to meet the needs of tourists who love wild nature experiences. Number 13. No breaking branches. Okay, maybe where you live, breaking a branch or picking a few leaves isn't a big deal. But in Puerto Rico, you could actually get arrested for this behavior. In Puerto Rico, breaking branches on sidewalks or in public places without a permit is considered illegal. This regulation aims to protect the environment and landscape as well as ensure the safety of residents and visitors. Authorities state that indiscriminate branch breaking can have serious consequences. First, it affects the beauty of urban and natural landscapes. Green trees play a crucial role in creating fresh air, shielding against dust and noise, and contributing to the lush scenery of the city. Breaking branches disrupts the ecological balance and diminishes the natural beauty of the surroundings. Second, breaking branches can pose dangers to people. broken branches might fall onto roads, posing collision risks to pedestrians or damaging vehicles. Additionally, the active breaking of branches could injure the person doing it. Third, breaking branches without permission violates the property rights of local authorities or the owners of the areas where the trees grow. Unauthorized branch breaking is considered property damage and can lead to legal penalties. To protect the environment and landscape, the Puerto Rican government has enacted laws against indiscriminate branch breaking. Protecting the environment and landscape is a shared responsibility of every individual and the community. Let's work together to preserve the natural beauty of Puerto Rico by adhering to the laws and protecting the green trees. Anyone who has been to Puerto Rico will certainly agree with me that there are many ways to get around the island except driving yourself. One of the main reasons self-driving in Puerto Rico is not encouraged is the road conditions and the driving habits of locals. The streets are often narrow and winding, with many potholes and poor maintenance. Traffic signs and signals can be unclear or even missing, making it difficult for drivers, especially those unfamiliar with the area. Moreover, the driving culture in Puerto Rico is quite different from many other places. Locals often drive at high speeds and do not strictly adhere to traffic rules. Cutting across lanes, sudden lane changes, and not using signals are quite common. This lack of discipline increases the risk of traffic accidents, especially for those unaccustomed to this driving style. Parking is also a major challenge. Parking areas are often cramped and insufficient, leading to illegal parking, traffic obstructions, and increased collision risks. While renting a car and driving yourself in Puerto Rico might save costs compared to using car services, the associated risks and stress are not worth it. Instead, tourists should consider using public transportation or car services for a safer and more comfortable trip. Number 11. Don't wear jewelry. You might be very wealthy and want to show it off by wearing a lot of jewelry, but in Puerto Rico, this is really quite foolish. Crime rates in Puerto Rico are higher than the US average, and tourists are often easy targets for thieves. Snatch and grab incidents are quite common in crowded and tourist areas, where criminals take advantage of tourists' inattention to steal from them. Wearing expensive jewelry not only attracts attention, but also makes it easier for criminals to identify targets. Items like necklaces, watches, and diamond rings can make tourists prime targets for thieves. Furthermore, snatch and grab thefts in Puerto Rico often happen quickly and unexpectedly, leaving victims little time to react. Instead of wearing valuable jewelry, tourists should opt for simple and non-flashy accessories. Protecting personal belongings is also crucial for personal safety. Storing jewelry and valuables in a hotel safe or a reliable lodging place is the best way to avoid losses. Number 10. The longest Christmas. If you enjoy a prolonged Christmas atmosphere, you should head to Puerto Rico in the fall. This place is known for having one of the longest and most unique Christmas traditions in the world. The festive season in Puerto Rico is not just a time for celebration, but also an opportunity for people to connect, share, and honor their traditions. Starting from November each year, the entire island of Puerto Rico is filled with the excitement and joy of the holiday season. Streets, villages, and churches are decorated with twinkling lights, Christmas trees, and nativity scenes, creating a fairy tale picture. The last Nads festival goes beyond just decorations, encompassing numerous special events and activities. From traditional concerts and parades to cooking contests and art exhibitions, everyone has the chance to participate and enjoy the vibrant festive atmosphere. January 5th, Los Reyes, Three Kings Day, is one of the most important highlights of this festive season. On this day, people hold ceremonies, parades, and parties to honor the three kings who brought gifts to Jesus. Children eagerly await gifts from the three kings, creating an unforgettable, warm, and exciting atmosphere. More than just a holiday, the festive season in Puerto Rico is a time to remember family values, respect traditions, and celebrate great faith. With this unique extended Christmas, Puerto Rico is truly a fantastic destination to enjoy the festive spirit and explore the island's special cultural beauty. Number 9. No high heels. If you visit the streets of Puerto Rico, female tourists might feel a bit disappointed, as there are signs warning against wearing high heels. Why is that? The reason is that many streets in Puerto Rico are paved with bricks and stones with significant gaps between them. This can make walking difficult and even dangerous for those wearing high heels. The heels can get stuck in the gaps, causing tourists to trip and twist their ankles. Therefore, to ensure safety and have the most comfortable experience when touring Puerto Rico, visitors should wear appropriate footwear. Sneakers or sandals are the best choices, as they provide good grip and protect your feet from unexpected bumps. Additionally, tourists should be cautious when walking on cobblestone roads, especially at night when visibility is limited. Walk slowly, pay attention to your surroundings, and avoid uneven paths. By following these simple tips, tourists can fully enjoy the beauty of Puerto Rico without any mishaps. Number 8. No criticizing rum. You might hate rum, but you should never say this in front of Puerto Ricans if you don't want to get cursed at. Rum is a point of pride for the locals. Many believe that the island produces some of the best rum in the world, and they have good reason to be proud of it. The history of rum production in Puerto Rico spans centuries, with traditional secrets and techniques passed down through generations. The most famous is the light rum made from refined molasses and aged in American oak barrels. This rum has a clear color and a delicate flavor with notes of vanilla, coconut, and citrus. Light rum is often used to make famous tropical cocktails like daiquiris, mojitos, and pina coladas. Besides light rum, Puerto Rico also produces richer rums aged for longer periods in French oak barrels or used bourbon barrels. These rums have a darker color and complex flavors with notes of dried fruits, spices, and oak. Rich rum is often enjoyed neat or blended with ice. Puerto Ricans take great pride in their rum and consider it an important part of their local culture. They regularly host festivals and events to celebrate this drink. However, this pride also means that Puerto Ricans can be extremely upset if someone criticizes their rum. There are many stories of tourists being scolded or even ostracized by locals for saying they don't like Puerto Rican rum. Therefore, if you visit the island, be mindful of your words when talking about rum. It's best to try a few glasses and appreciate its wonderful flavor to understand why Puerto Ricans love this drink so much. I think you, along with many people, might mistakenly believe that Puerto Rico is a country, but this is not the case. Puerto Rico, despite having many characteristics of an independent nation, is actually not a country. It is a territory of the United States with a special legal status. Puerto Rico is considered an unincorporated territory of the United States, meaning it is not part of any U.S. state but is still under the jurisdiction of the federal government. Puerto Ricans have been U.S. citizens since 1917, but they cannot vote in U.S. presidential elections and only have a non-voting representative in the U.S. House of Representatives. This is a significant difference from an independent nation, where citizens have the right to self-determination and full participation in national political processes. Additionally, the laws and regulations of Puerto Rico must comply with the U.S. Constitution and federal laws. The island's economy also heavily depends on subsidies and federal programs from the United States. This status creates a unique blend of local culture and American influence but does not change the fact that Puerto Rico is not an independent country, but a part of the United States. Number 6. Don't deny Puerto Rico's right to statehood. You might say Puerto Rico is a colony or that it is underdeveloped, but never say it doesn't have the right to become a state of the United States. Puerto Rico, currently a territory of the United States, has long been the subject of lively debates about becoming a U.S. state. Saying that Puerto Rico doesn't have the qualifications to become a state can make locals extremely angry and provoke strong reactions. The people of Puerto Rico are proud of their culture, history, and contribution to the United States, including service in the military and economic contributions. Furthermore, many in Puerto Rico feel that becoming a state would bring greater rights and equality, such as full voting rights in federal elections and a voting representative in Congress. The feeling of being disregarded or denied this status can be seen as disrespect towards their efforts and sacrifices. The issue of statehood for Puerto Rico is not just about politics, but also about honor and fairness. Any statements denying the possibility or right to become a state can be perceived as denying the people of Puerto Rico their right to self-determination and national pride, causing significant opposition and outrage. Number 5. Don't ask why they are poor. Despite its stunning natural beauty and unique culture that attracts many tourists, Puerto Rico has a high poverty rate. According to 2020 data, over 40% of Puerto Rico's population lives below the poverty line, which is twice the average rate in the United States. Poverty on the island reflects many complex economic and social problems. One of the main reasons is that Puerto Rico's economy is heavily dependent on federal aid and tourism, making it vulnerable to economic fluctuations and natural disasters. After Hurricane Maria in 2017, Puerto Rico faced enormous challenges in rebuilding and recovery, contributing to high poverty rates. Additionally, high unemployment rates and a lack of stable job opportunities are linked to the high poverty levels. Many Puerto Ricans work in low-income sectors, which are insufficient to cover living expenses. The education and healthcare systems also face significant difficulties, negatively impacting the island's long-term economic development. Lack of investment in infrastructure and public services is another critical factor leading to persistent poverty. To alleviate this situation, there needs to be close cooperation between local and federal governments to promote sustainable economic and social policies. Investing in education, vocational training, and infrastructure development can help improve job opportunities and the quality of life for the people. Only with strong and effective measures can Puerto Rico break the cycle of poverty and move towards a brighter future. Number 4. Don't compare Mexican and Puerto Rican food. Sometimes people confuse Mexican food with Puerto Rican food, and while there may be some similarities, they are not the same. Puerto Ricans hate hearing that their food is similar to that of their neighboring country. In fact, it's not necessarily wrong for you to say they're a bit similar. Mexican and Puerto Rican cuisine both have roots in Mesoamerican and African cultures, so it's easy to see why these two cuisines have some similarities. One obvious similarity is that both cuisines use corn as the main ingredient in many dishes. Tortillas are a staple in Mexico, while mofongo, a dish made of deep-fried green plantains, is popular in Puerto Rico. Chile also plays an important role in both cuisines, creating a characteristic spicy flavor. However, this is where the differences begin. Mexican cuisine is famous for using various types of chilies, ranging from mild bell peppers to fiery habaneros. Puerto Rican cuisine also uses peppers, but usually focuses on sweeter varieties like bell peppers and ají dulces. Another significant difference is the use of meat. Mexican cuisine commonly uses beef, pork and chicken, while Puerto Rican cuisine prefers chicken, seafood, and pork. Mexican dishes are often prepared with more spices and herbs, creating more complex flavors compared to Puerto Rican dishes. It is important to remember that the cuisine of each country is a unique blend of various cultures and traditions. Thus, labeling the food of one country as similar to that of another can be seen as disrespectful and overlooks the subtle nuances of each cuisine. So the next time you enjoy a Mexican taco or Puerto Rican mofongo, take a moment to appreciate the unique flavors and history of each dish. Don't rush to compare them, but instead cherish the diversity and richness of world cuisines. Number 3. Puerto Rico has the largest cave network in the Americas. If you love exploring caves, this is the place to be. Hidden beneath the beautiful island of Puerto Rico lies a mysterious and spectacular world, the largest stalactite cave network in the Americas. This region boasts countless caves of various sizes and shapes, formed over millions of years by water and wind erosion. The Rio Camuy Cave System, also known as the Rio Camuy Cave Park, is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Puerto Rico. Visitors can join guided tours to explore the massive caves, admire the glittering stalactites and stalagmites, and learn about the island's geological history. One of the most famous caves in the Rio Camuy system is Cueva del Viento. This cave stretches over 40 kilometers, making it the largest stalactite cave in the Americas. Visitors can walk or take a trolley through the cave to marvel at the enormous stalactite formations and crystal-clear underground lakes. Additionally, Puerto Rico has many other impressive cave systems worth visiting, including Cueva de la Virgen, Cueva del Indio, and Cueva del Toro. Each cave has its own unique beauty and mysteries, attracting explorers from around the world. With its vast and unique cave network, Puerto Rico is an ideal destination for those who love nature, exploration, and learning about Earth's geological history. Number 2. The world's most popular cocktail. Puerto Rico is the birthplace of the famous piña colada, one of the world's best cocktails. Enjoying a piña colada in Puerto Rico offers a special and distinct experience compared to anywhere else. First created in 1954 by bartender Ramon Monchito Marrero at the Carib Hilton Hotel in San Juan, the piña colada quickly became an iconic symbol of the island. The pina colada, with its perfect blend of coconut cream, fresh pineapple juice, and rum, offers a refreshing tropical flavor that evokes the sunny and breezy beaches of Puerto Rico. Drinking a pina colada at its place of origin is not just about savoring a delicious cocktail, but also about experiencing the local culture and history. Every bar and restaurant in Puerto Rico has its own unique twist on the traditional recipe, making each pina colada a special version. The experience of enjoying a pina colada in Puerto Rico is also tied to the island's beautiful settings. From beachside bars with ocean views to cozy cafes in Old San Juan, each venue provides a relaxing and comfortable atmosphere. Lively Latin music, the sound of waves, and the fresh tropical air all contribute to making the pina colada experience here truly special and unforgettable. The pina colada in Puerto Rico is not just a drink but a part of the journey to explore the island's culture, nature, and people. So, when visiting Puerto Rico, don't miss the chance to enjoy an authentic pina colada to fully appreciate the island's flavor and spirit. Number 1. Only one forest in Puerto Rico. You have many beaches to choose from, but if you want to visit forests, you have only one option: El Yunque. This is the only tropical rainforest in the U.S. National Forest System and a symbol of Puerto Rico. El Yunque is not only home to diverse flora and fauna, but also a destination for those wanting to explore and experience the wonders of nature. With its vast forest trails, majestic streams, and waterfalls, El Yunque is a place where visitors can relax and find peace amidst the wild natural surroundings. Over the years, the preservation and protection of El Yunque have become a top priority for the Puerto Rican community. In 2005, it was officially recognized as El Yunque National Forest, demonstrating the country's commitment to protecting its precious natural heritage. El Yunque National Forest is not only an attractive tourist destination, but also a symbol of Puerto Rico's pride in its natural beauty and its dedication to environmental conservation and the island's ecosystem. So we have explored 16 prohibitions and peculiarities in Puerto Rico. We hope that learning about these rules has been interesting and has helped you understand the unique culture of this region. Don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss our next exciting videos. Thank you for joining us on this adventure and see you in the next videos. Goodbye and see you.